Welcome back. Coach's Corner continues. We're going to talk Ponca City Wildcat basketball with boys coach Alan Hibler. The Wildcats opened the season last week with 2 games in the Ponca City Hoops Festival, and now the Wildcats have a short week this week, 1 game, and then next week 4 games, including 3 at the Hera basketball tournament. Coach, thanks for being here, and we're 0-2. We started out with 2 games against 2 quality opponents, the homeschool team from Tulsa, who probably could beat most 6A teams, and then Southmore's always got a good team, and they had another good squad in for our home event.
Yeah, definitely both had very good teams, and we knew that coming in, and the Noah's team has a lot of returners from last year's team, which was really, really good, won a lot of games throughout the year. I believe they finished 3rd at the national tournament that they play in Springfield, Missouri at the end of the year. So a very tough opponent. And then Southmore, very experienced squad. We played them last year in the consolation finals of the Moore tournament and beat them by 14. But they were basically all juniors last year, and they're all seniors this year. Just a really athletic group that has kind of matured and grown up through the system, and a team that I kind of expect to make some noise in 6A as the year goes along with their athletic ability and quickness.
You knew, though, going into the season, this is going to be a work in progress, maybe more than any of your previous 7 years, without a proven point guard, still trying to identify some roles for several of your players. Saying that December is going to be not difficult month, but it's just going to be maybe a greater learning month than any previous year, just because the players are all really learning their roles.
We do. We have a bunch of new players in the lineup. We have a big learning curve that we're working on right now through practices and scrimmages and things, and we're looking for some people to emerge into some different roles and things, and we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. We haven't been able to figure everything out. We got a late start, of course, from football, with a number of kids coming in from the football program to join the basketball program. And then we've been really banged up recently. We've got some kids with some health issues right now that we're having to hold out of practice. Not sure whether a couple of them are going to play tomorrow night or not. Just kind of depends on what our trainer says, Joanna Crow, who does a fabulous job of taking care of the kids and things. So, we've been a little shorthanded in practice, and, we really, really need all those kids on the court, but, there's nothing you can do about the injury bug, and it seems to have really bit us hard right now, and we've had some kids injured that have come back. Now we have some other kids injured and things, but, kids are working really hard in practice, and, we're making progress. We had a great practice yesterday afternoon, and we'll just continue to work and continue to try to get better as we move forward.
And as you identify these players, we might mention that, point guard is, you thought you had that figured out, then you get an injury and you have to start moving players around. And especially, I think, against Southmore on last Tuesday night, where they were a guard-dominated team. They put so much pressure out front. It kind of broke us down in the second half.
It did. I mean, I think just the effort we had to put out to maintain control of the basketball and things without a proven point guard, a guy ready to step into that role right now, just really hurt us. We had some trouble getting into our offense and with our execution in our half-court offense, but it was better after that game. We scrimmaged Friday at Inola against 4 different teams, and we did a better job of taking care of the ball and keeping possession of the ball and getting good looks at the basket. But it's going to be a growing process. I mean, we've got a number of kids that can handle the ball a little bit and do some things out there for us, but we just don't have what you would consider a true point guard. We've really got some kids kind of playing out of position, but that's just how it is. I mean, we're going to have to adapt and overcome that.
This week, 1 game, and again, with all the injuries, this probably is a good week just to have 1 game, but that game will be a tremendous test against one of the top teams in Class 5A in the Irish of Bishop McGuinness.
Bishop McGuinness is really good again. Of course, they're defending 5A state runner-ups with 4 of their 5 starters back. They graduated 1 senior guard who went on to play college basketball. They have a 6'7" kid inside named Will Leinard. Very good player. I mean, he's on a lot of Division I radars and things. He's that type of player. He's just a junior. So, you know, we're definitely going to have a huge challenge tomorrow night as we get ready to play them. You know, they're one of the teams in Oklahoma that, I mean, truly and honestly, they wouldn't matter what class they were in, they would be a top 10. They're currently ranked number 2 in Class 5A. Tomorrow night will be their season opener, so you know, it's really been kind of hard to gather some information on them because it's just been through scrimmages and those are so controlled and things. But you know, we're familiar with what they try to do. We played them a number of years and things, but hopefully we can make some adjustments to today during practice and get things ready to go for them.
Now, I don't know. I know every game is a chance to win, but at some point early in the season, do you just want to see the guys get better? And we've got time to worry about those scoreboards, but if we played good, no matter what the scoreboard says, at least we could progress into next week, which has 4 games.
Well, you know, we want to see progress every game out. We want to see things done better than we did them the week before when we played. And, you know, being able to finally play games and kind of get away from the controlled scrimmages, we've been able to look at film and find some of the weaknesses and things that we need to shore up. And, you know, we want to see that at the end of tomorrow night, that, you know, these things that we've worked on in practice, we've done those things better and things, you know, we want to win every night out. But the main thing is it's a long season, and, you know, we want to get better as the season goes, each game.
And early in the season, ankle sprains, which is one of the problems. It's late in the season, guys might try to play just because their team needs them. But the philosophy and the mentality is a little different, isn't it, early, because it's a long season. You can't have somebody go out if they're not 100%.
That's exactly right. I mean, you know, there's no sense this early in the season risking a kid with an injury because we have so far to go. I mean, we're going to play till the end of February, and you know, we want all those kids healthy when we get ready for that stretch run at the end of February as we get ready to go into the playoffs. You know, it's kind of a two-sided sword. We need them on the court as far as practice time goes, but you know, we don't need them out there where they're going to get injured and not be able to come back as soon as possible. So, you know, we're just holding our breath, letting Joanna Crow treat them, try to get them back on the floor as soon as possible. She's doing a tremendous job, and hopefully, you know, as we get into next week, we'll have everybody healthy. I mean, that's the goal as we get ready to that 4-game week next week, to have everybody healthy and you know, be able to put those guys on the court.
Alan Hibler, our boys basketball coach. A special thanks to Coach Hibler on this week's edition of Coach's Corner.